Gavin Henson won Six Nations Grand Slams with Wales in 2005 and 2008. Pro 14 Ospreys v Dragons, Venue Liberties Stadium, Swansea. Date Friday the 27th of October. Kickoff 19:35 BST. Coverage live on Scrum v BBC Two Wales, mobile, the BBC Sport app and connected TV. Ospreys fly half Dan Biggar says he is looking forward to playing against Dragons' Gavin Henson for the first time in Friday's Pro 14 match. Henson was a senior player at Ospreys when the current Wales standoff was coming through the junior ranks. The 35-year-old Dragon left Swansea in 2009, but made an impression on Biggar. "When I was coming through playing alongside Gav or seeing him train, you'd just think he was the best at everything," said Biggar. "I've never actually played against Gav, so if selected and if Gav's playing, it will be really good to test your wits against a world-class player." Henson returned to Welsh rugby this season after 4 seasons in England with London, Welsh, Bath and Bristol. Ospreys v Dragons. Gavin Henson on facing his old region and Dan Biggar. His Dragons team are 6th in Conference B with 2 wins and face an Ospreys team who are rooted to the bottom of Conference A with just 1 victory in 6 matches and who have lost their last 7 games in all competitions. Biggar believes Ospreys' unprecedented run of poor results will be an incentive for Henson and his teammates. "They are going to come down and they're going to fancy themselves as well in terms of they're going to think it's an opportunity for them," added Biggar. "For us, Friday is about fronting up and making life as uncomfortable as possible for the Dragons. We have to win to build some confidence back into the group and make sure it's a winning camp as opposed to taps on the back for playing well but coming up short." Biggar believes the Dragons are a tough proposition, with Henson adding maturity to balance the young talent in the squad. "There's very few players as naturally gifted as him out there, so he's going to be a massive threat. He sort of just glides around the field and puts his team in the right area," he said. "He looks as if he's got quite a bit of time on the ball." Head-to-head Dan Biggar. Gavin Henson, 28, age 3,556 caps, 33,295 international points, 13,001 Six Nations titles, 22,103 209 games, Ospreys points 778, 98 games. He had the first half of the Blues game a couple of weeks ago and he showed some really nice touches and was able to bring people into play around him. And given that the Dragons have got quite a young setup in terms of the team there, and he probably gives a lot of confidence to others. They just need maybe that sort of focal point of someone who's been there and done it, and Gav's certainly got that. What he does really well is he doesn't try and overdo the game, doesn't try and force things, and plays within himself, which is a very good attribute to have." The 2017 British and Irish Lions tourist, however, concedes his own game is not modelled on Henson's unhurried style. "Probably the opposite in terms of always looking rushed on the ball and flapping around and everything," he joked.